I'm Wyman Johnson, and my wife Marna and I are donor parents. And our world was changed forever 4.5 years ago. We just did an MRI. There's no brain activity. Those words, our world was shattered and came crashing down on us. Our only daughter, she was 28 years old. She'd been married 6 years to the love of her life. She graduated from Northwestern College, met Derek there. They graduated in May. In June, they were married. Derek taught school in Mora. Carlin got a job there as a paraprofessional working with special ed students in school. And in May of 2005, they were blessed with a baby boy, our first grandson. By the way, when Carlin got married, she didn't change her last name. She kept Johnson. Because Derek was a Johnson also. You know, of all the people, she had to pick another Johnson. She didn't want hyphenated either, Johnson. But anyway, it sounds too much like Band-Aids, I guess. But in August of 2005, Carolyn started to experience dizziness. Like most of us, didn't want to go to the doctor. Finally went. Never forget the call we got on a Monday night from Derek. Said, we just got a call from the doctor. There's a mass in the brainstem. We were devastated. We prayed for a miracle. That Thursday, we met Carolyn and Derek down at Abbott Northwestern with the doctor. He said, first of all, it's non-life threatening and most likely benign. We said, thank you, God. That's what we prayed for. He said the tumor was about the size of the thumbnail, sort of like a shooter marble, right in the back of the brainstem. He thought it had been there for a long time, slowly growing, finally put enough pressure on the nerves to cause the dizziness. They discussed the various options, and the surgery was scheduled for the end of October. Didn't want to have it before the Education Minnesota break, so they waited afterwards so they could have vacation together. Came down to our place in Shakopee the night before surgery, and never forget, Carolyn, and here I'd show a picture if I had it with me. When I talk to schools, we have the picture. It's Carolyn sitting on the couch with her little 5-month-old little baby boy. It's the last picture we have. Next morning, they went down for surgery. We stayed back to take care of Grant until my sisters came out to take care of him. We gave Carolyn a hug. Said, we love you. We'll see you later. We got down to the hospital. Carolyn was already prepped for surgery. We didn't see her. About 3 hours later is when the doctor came and said we had a complication. Surgery was done in sitting up position, and a vein ruptured. Air went down to the heart. He said, I think we caught everything in time. We're going to leave Carolyn sedated overnight. Tomorrow we'll take her out of sedation. We'll leave her in an intensive care unit, and next Monday we'll do the surgery again, but in a lying down position. It's a little more difficult, but we won't have to worry about an air bubble coming down to the heart. So when we went home that night, our concern was, how do we tell Carolyn you were in surgery for 3 hours, maybe 4 hours? Now you have to go through it all over again. We knew she'd be pretty upset about that. We got down there that morning. They had Carolyn down for an MRI. Didn't think anything about it. The doctor came and said, we need to talk. And that's when he gave us that news. There was no brain activity. The doctor cried when he told us. He said, this hasn't happened before. And he said, you might want to consider organ donation. We didn't want to consider it. That was the farthest thing from our mind. We didn't even talk about it. The next morning, there was no change. Again, the doctor said, you might want to consider organ donation. We just briefly talked about it. I've had donor on my license for as long as I can remember. Marna, my wife, did not have it on her license. Our son-in-law didn't have it, but he sort of favored it. We really didn't talk anymore about it. We're still holding on for a miracle. Saturday morning, we knew we had to make a decision. We'd been home taking care of little Grant at night. Derek and our sons and their spouses were down at the hospital overnight. Derek called and said, I think Carolyn's purse might be in the bedroom. Would you check, see if her license is in it? We went. We got her purse. We found her license. It said donor. And we said, thank you, God. Carolyn made the choice for us. We didn't have to decide. I would like to think we would have made that same choice, and I think we would have. But we didn't have to. Carolyn made that choice for us. Because of the choice Carolyn made, 5 people received the gift of life. 18-year-old girl, I assume was a student, received one of the kidneys. 51-year-old man received another kidney. Another 51-year-old man received a liver. 42-year-old woman received both lungs. Another lady received the pancreas. The following March, on Carlin's birthday, we sat down and wrote a letter to the recipients, sent it to Life Source for them to send out. And we received, the letters crossed in the mail, a letter from the liver recipient. He said, "My name is Rich. I live in Minnesota. I want to thank you for the beautiful gift of a healthy liver." And he went on and told about himself. And as we've talked or written letters over the years, it's amazing how many similarities there were between him and Carlin. Loved the outdoors and everything else. But Carlin had a hole in her heart that no one knew about. And that air bubble came down, burst, and caused a massive stroke. And that's why we lost her. No one had ever known she had a hole in her heart. Now we have the hole in our heart. But by sharing our story, it helps the healing. And we encourage students to sign up as donors, and everyone, no matter what decision you make, you are making a decision, one way or another. And we hope that you make a positive one and sign up as a donor. Thank you.